it. Let us try this and see if it works. Let's hope it does. Because if not, I'm not going to be very happy. And that's not something we want. Now, is it? Is it? I don't know why I'm sounding like that. I enjoy it. All right, like I said, I'm just trying to get that person on board. I'm just seeing how this works. Why couldn't it just have been why couldn't they have just kept it simple? I'm definitely gonna shave this part off when it comes to editing this in post. Nope. Dang, this is impossible. Yeah, this is definitely getting cut out. This is bad. This is quite bad. Oh, is this it? I think this could be it. It is not. Great. Just great. I love how annoying this is. I love it. Love it. Simply love it. Yeah, throw him into the chat as expected. Oh, wait. This is. Could be. It could be. It might be. Is it? Please. Hello, Dan Huffman. Good to see you again. Let's see. So why again did they get rid of Hangouts? Was it just too easy? Did it make too much sense? Was that the problem? So what should I talk about in the meantime? This is all getting edited out eventually, but what do you guys want to hear in the meantime while I wait for this to work? Could be anything you want. Doesn't even have to be about the book until he gets in. Nothing, huh? Well, I'm gonna need some suggestions here. Otherwise, it's gonna be really slow and uneven.
What I think of the new Star Wars film? I liked it better when it was called Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. In all honesty, it was probably my favorite of the three, but I didn't care for it. I normally like Star Wars a lot, but this trilogy is just so aimless and empty. Got nothing to it. Even at least the prequels had a vision. At least the prequels knew what they were doing. At least the prequels had a story to tell, really. The new films don't have that. Really, like I do prefer the prequels mostly because I don't think they're that bad. There's some cringy parts. Part one's kind of slow. Part two is kind of ridiculous, but part three is actually pretty dang good. And let's not ignore the fact that the original trilogy had a lot of clunky, dumb moments in it too. It's got a lot of weird lines, and people don't always act the best. But the new ones are just empty. The first two are just A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back again. And then the new one was just Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. That's all there was to it. And they don't take risks. They're not their own film. They don't feel like somebody made them. It feels like a studio mandated them. They don't really feel like movies. That's what bugs me really about them. So it looks like that thing's not gonna work. So rather than just call it quits here, I am just going to change the name to General Street. That is not a military title. There we go. That should do better. So now the rich family name is off because that was not working. And now he will be able to proceed as planned. This is now a general discussion one, so anything goes. Let's see what you guys have to say. JJ is a lot of things. The thing about JJ Abrams is that he just kind of takes stuff from movies. Remember his Into Darkness movie and how it was basically just the same thing as The Wrath of Khan again? I'm not even a big Star Trek fan, and I noticed that. So that's my piece on that. I like Abrams as a person. He seems like a nice guy, but I just don't like him as a filmmaker. There's nothing really original about his stuff. It's all derivative of something else. Oh, thanks, Aldolfo. Aldolfo, for those who don't know, is that friend of mine from here who just he posts those Siskel and Ebert re-uploads, so go check him out. Like I said, if half of my viewers want me to talk about that pile of garbage, I'll do it. There's a comment on the new season 3 video, just talking about it makes me mad. I'm trying to repress the rage. But if enough of my fans want it, they can go to, I can't believe I'm actually telling you guys how to do this. You can go to the season 3 video. There is a comment that says, please review the movie. And if it gets half of my subscribers to give that a thumbs up, I'll do it. No questions asked. I only say that because I know you guys are going to do it. You will lose. Have I seen Knives Out? No, but I want to. It looks very good. or the rules or limits for game reviews on Media Mementos. Basically, just nothing that's too talked about. And of course, I have to have played it before. So as great as the Ratchet and Clank games are, presumably, I haven't played them, so I couldn't talk about them. Something that I have experience in. For example, one day I'm going to be talking about the Pac-Man World trilogy and why the third one ended up being so weird and also at the same time so bad. Because it just kind of fell apart. And for those who don't remember, Patreon, there is a raffle feature. So once a month, I pick one Patreon donator who can pick any random thing they want, providing it falls into the guidelines. Usually it's Leaf Razor, but this time we had someone else win because there's a new person. But if they don't get their idea in by Friday because they're running late, then Leaf Razor, you're going to win again. Woo! Media Mementos has been a blast. The next one coming up is about the Neverending Story trilogy. That one was rough. The first movie's pretty dang good. Second one's bad. Third one, oh gosh. Thing about the third one is it was made by entirely different people, and you can tell. So they were really just trying to make it a family movie, like a kind of E.T. family wacky hijinks, fun for the whole gang kind of movie, and it's not supposed to be that. It's supposed to have those deep and complex themes and struggling with understanding about imagination and where our society is going, but then it just turns into that. But that's the review right there, so I don't want to get into that. And no, I will never review VeggieTales again. I still have that Sweet Pea Beauty video. Actually, it's hidden on my channel. You guys can't find it because it's privated now. But it's still there. If I ever wanted to re-upload it with a crappy mic quality and primitive editing skills and all, I could do it. Because ITV Digital was not the second video. That was the third. But I don't ever, 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 ever want to risk falling into that trap again. I was also scared of doing the Loud House because I was thinking all the fans were going to ask me to keep reviewing stuff like that, but I haven't gotten any of those yet, which makes me happy. I don't get too many requests, mostly because of the Patreon thing, but sad to say, Aldolfo's suggestion is the one that is the most popular right now. No, I have not heard of that movie. There is something I did find at a Walmart that I really wanted to review. I didn't buy it, but I regret not buying it. It's this Cars ripoff movie called Funny Little Cars. Because yes, we're still trying to rip off Disney and stuff. Funny Little Cars looked ridiculous. But the problem is for whatever reason, it was an expensive movie. At least for something that I knew I would only get just to review, and then that's all. Never touch it again. So it's branded like Cars, but the thing is, it's actually a TV show. Apparently, it was made in 2013, and it was made in some country that I cannot quite tell. Let's see. Serbia. It was made in Serbia. No, Croatia. Croatia. But it's dubbed in Serbia. So it's a Croatian series, but it only has 3 episodes. Which I can tell we're just trying to catch on to the success of Cars, obviously. I mean, this looks terrifying. I'm looking at the animation here and it's disgusting. Funny Little Cars 3D animated serial, and then it looks like there's, I don't even know how to describe this without getting demonetized. Just look it up. Billy, Arctic Dogs. You're the first person I've ever heard to speak out for that movie. I've not seen it. It was gone by the time I heard about it. I don't see very many movies actually. The last movie I saw aside from Star Wars, okay, and Midway, because when I'm back home for Christmas, we tend to go see at least a movie or two. But aside from that, it was It Chapter 2, which for the record was great, but still Part 1 was a bit better. It Chapter 1 has slowly, actually not even slowly, quickly really, become one of my favorite movies of all time. It's just so well done. I'm very, very happy with that. Looks like a blast to be in, too. $3D Maybe someday we could. I haven't seen it, so I don't really know what to think. And we'd probably have to wait a little bit for copyright to die down because all those new releases, everyone goes dog. Like dog eat dog out there when it comes to copyright stuff. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Problem is here with the school I go to, they block a lot of the 1, 2, 3 movies websites, so it's hard to get on. I mean, those things go down all the time. They can never seem to stay. But still, they get blocked, so I can't even really watch anything here. So I got to do all that kind of stuff when I'm back home. I mean, it's nice to have something to save there, but I wish it wasn't that. All right, so I'm going to kind of wrap it up here. So thanks very much for bearing with us, guys. Sorry it didn't turn out so well, but we'll get this figured out soon, and more information on the Rich family will be coming. Thanks. See you around.